Hey, thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate them. I read them, trust me, go through your comments, and it's very insightful. It's just amazing to see different views come together. Like I said, this is not about me, it's about all of us. This is where we learn, okay? We come together with ideas so we can grow. Thank you very much for that. I also saw a comment from a lady, I think named Mildred Perk Kagoda or something. She says, Zack is now a celeb wearing a branded shirt. You've arrived, sir. I think she made a comment after she saw a t-shirt with my name on it and one of my company's name on it. She says, Zack is now a celeb wearing branded shirt after 4 YouTube videos. No, Mildred. I think it's about time you go have a look to see who Zack is. I know many of you don't know who I am, okay, and I understand that. This is who I am.
1 minute to go in round number 1. Mwekassa has backed up Pemberry. He takes a knee. And Zack Mwekassa
in the first round, and Mwekassa misses with that left uppercut again. Knocks Mwekassa back into the corner.
Okay, so that's me. Yeah. So I've been in a public space for a long time. Probably 2007 already. I was beating people up. I was already going through big TV channels and stuff like that. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. And we appreciate people that are doing tremendous work on YouTube. This is clearly where we can see each other. So it's not necessarily about this platform. It's about communication. It's more about communication than anything. Yeah, especially for us here, it's about us knowing what's happening in the world. There's absolutely nothing with any other goal. I'm good. God bless. So, let me ask you a question. I mean, you're going to somebody's place and everybody looking at you funny. I mean, even sacred books say, the Bible say, I believe, that you cannot go to your friend every single day. If you go every single day, there'll come a time where they get tired of you. Okay, and it's not nice. You go to a friend's place and you want to take the remote and the kid say, no, please put that channel back on. I was watching cartoons. Disrespectful, right? Some people go like, disrespect. No, it's their house. You've been there way too long. Okay, that's a sign. Or you go to some people's house. I remember in some places in Africa, you go to some people's house, when it's time to eat, they can't eat because you're there. Okay, or you know what I mean? They look funny when the food comes on the table because you've been eating too much. You've been eating very, very much. So they're tired of you. It's nice when they say, hey, come, let's go eat. Or while you're sitting on the lounge, they come to the dining room and they eat. They don't call you. That means the respect is gone. You need to change something about it. When they have a party, they don't call you. And on the last minute, they call you. Don't go. Do not go. The party's on Saturday. It's on Saturday morning. They're calling you. Or Friday evening. Don't go. You were not part of the plan. You were not part of the plan. So somebody has dropped them. Okay, because somebody cannot make it. That's the reason why they're calling you. And how do you get to that space? You get to that space by putting yourself in that space. Lack of respect. Okay, so we have a story here about Britain. Britain has signed a new treaty with Rwanda on Tuesday, which said it will overcome the court's decision blocking its plan to deport asylum seekers to the East African country, a ruling that dealt a huge blow to the government's immigration policy. So Great Britain has signed a brand new contract with Rwanda. The Rwanda scheme is at the center of the government's strategy to stop illegal immigrants and is being watched closely by other countries considering similar policies. So Britain, basically, let me just give you context very quickly. Britain signed an agreement with Rwanda. Before they got to that, they were looking for African countries where they could send Africans who came illegally. They're tired of you. Yes, they are. It's very shameful. It's like, okay, dude, can you please go to your house and come back later? We're about to eat. Yeah, it's exactly the same feeling. So Britain came to Africa, said we're looking for a place where we can send asylum seekers from Africa. When they come illegally here, we cannot host everybody. We need to send them there. That's where we're going to process their application. And whoever qualifies will come to Britain. If they don't qualify, they stay there. So they went to Ghana and did the discussion. Ghana said, no, we're not interested. We can't do this. They went to Kenya and discussed with the Kenyan government about the possibility of sending Africans to Kenya to be processing, with regard to that. The Kenyan government said, okay, we're not very much interested. They went to Rwanda. They said, we're going to offer you $180 million. $180 million to start with, and maybe later on we're gonna add more money so you can. All you gotta do is to keep the Africans here. Okay, we catch them in Britain, we send them to you, you keep them here, you house them, you feed them, you register them, you direct them into getting jobs and whatever. Rwanda say, cool, we got a deal. So they got a deal. And a while back, they arrested many immigrants in Great Britain and they wanted to send them to Rwanda. So they can go live in Rwanda and stay in Rwanda. I mean, Rwanda is African country, clearly people just like you, so you're probably going to have a much better chance of being okay in a space where people look just like you than doing Britain. But we know many people go to Britain not because they're really running out. Okay, there are cases of people, but hey, you know what I'm trying to say. So as they were trying to send people to Rwanda, many people, many activists and many people fought against this procedure, and the court came forward and said, no, you cannot send people to Rwanda because there's no safety insured for those people. As per the court says there's no safety in Rwanda. Some people say in Rwanda, some people also go through things. It's not necessarily the best option. And also the case was that if you come to Rwanda and you're not happy, you can go back to wherever you come from. So if you really truly have a situation where your government is looking for you and you go to Rwanda, you're not happy, you're done, what do you do? So the court says, no, we cannot let you send people to Rwanda because clearly we have many stories here that don't align with what we're looking for. So the people of Great Britain, the conservative people, were not happy. Let me just tell you that the President Sunak, that good-looking man, he's a good-looking man. Come on, guys. Okay, he's a good-looking man. He's conservative, and conservatives don't want you to their country. They don't want you to come to their country. They want to keep their country very monotone. So they want to keep it within themselves. They want you to stay in your country. They want to stay in their country. So they voted this policy. It's called Stop the Boat. The goal of Stop the Boat is to stop all African immigrants. They say all immigrants who come through the shores of Great Britain. We know the people that come through the shore of Great Britain. It's not really about migrants because many migrants came from Ukraine. It was okay. Okay, they were accommodated, accepted, lodged in Great Britain, given some money. We understand that they're a country at war. But Ukraine is not the only country at war. Many other countries are at war. But these other countries don't benefit from the same type of treatment, especially not Africans. Okay, so Great Britain has been negotiating with Rwanda for the past, whatever, to find a space, to build houses, to build spaces where they can keep Africans who come illegally to the country. So they say Rwanda's scheme is at the center of the government strategy to stop illegal migration and is being watched closely by other countries considering same policies. So what does that mean? Many other European countries are also examining what's happening with Great Britain. So if Great Britain is able to send you people back to Africa, what's going to happen? Other African countries will start doing exactly the same. Yeah. So it's a telling moment. So last month, the United Kingdom Supreme Court ruled that the plan would violate international human rights enshrined in domestic legislation. They said sending people to Rwanda will violate international human rights. I mean, after World War II, they signed a document saying whoever feels threatened, because many people died during World War II because they were not able to move countries. They said, if your country is at war, you can go and relocate to any other country. Provided that you have proofs that you're really threatened, you can stay in any country. Everybody signed that document. So the court says this violates international human rights laws enshrined in the domestic legislation. So Great Britain, after failing the first time, now have gone to Rwanda to sign for the second time. Under the new treaty signed by Britain, Home Secretary, who is equivalent to the Interior Minister, James Cleverly, and which replaces non-binding memorandum of understanding, Great Britain say Rwanda would not expel asylum seekers to a country where they live or freedom will not be threatened. One of the court's major concerns. So the court's major concern was that Rwanda expels asylum seekers back to their country where they ran away from, and their freedom will not be threatened in Rwanda. So the court says, what if Rwanda expels the person back to his country for whatever reason? So he's going to be in danger. Now, Great Britain has found a deal with Rwanda where Rwanda will not expel you anymore. You're going to stay there. So that's a way to fight against the law by the court. There will also be monitoring committees to enable individuals to lodge confidential complaints directly to them, and a new appeal body made of judges from around the world. Cleverly say he expects migrants to be heading to Rwanda in the coming month. So soon. Guys, Amakuru, the Meza, you know, Rwanda is a beautiful country. It's a lovely place, very mountainous. There's a lot of mountains and stuff. They say it's a country of 1,000 hills. Green and a lot of cows. There's plenty of cows in Rwanda. And the milk is amazing. You're going to drink the milk in Rwanda. You love it. And the ladies, my God. Please show them pictures of ladies of Rwanda. Yeah, look at that. How amazing. You want to go to Britain or you want to go to Rwanda? Okay, so for the ladies, you're going to have to find whatever alternatives. Anyway, Rwandan men are good looking too. So, don't you want to go live in Rwanda? So cleverly say he expects migrants to be heading to Rwanda in coming month. Very soon, fellas. He says, I really hope we can now move quickly, cleverly told reporters in Rwanda capital, Kigali. So this is very important for the current Britain government, because the Prime Minister has been under pressure. He's been in power for over a year. He's under intense pressure from both his lawmakers and many voters to cut net the immigration. And let's say the immigration has hit a record of 745,000 last year. Dude, 745,000 migrants went to Britain. Britain is a small space like this. How do you fit? How do you fit? I mean, they can't hold everybody. You can't nurture and host everybody. Come on, man. 745,000 people went. And they said the vast majority of people came through legal route. The vast majority of 745,000 people who migrated in Great Britain came through legal route. So they were not necessarily people crossing by the boat. So many people lying, I'm just going on a visit. My whatever. I got some bank accounts. I got some money. I'm just going for 2 days. They go forever. Why don't you like your countries, fellas? Okay, I can understand your country is not maybe the nicest. Why don't you like your continent? Why don't you like your own people? Many people saying, oh, well, the reason why we're going is because they came to Africa, they looted Africa. Okay, great, I understand that. But come on, that's an old statement. You need to come up with something new, you know? Build something solid in your country or your neighboring. I mean, your country is not okay, then the neighbor's country is not okay. I'm not sure. I think there are some decent countries in Africa. I'm sorry to say it this way. There are some different spaces. If you go legally, you're not doing anything criminal, you're going to be good. If you are enshrined with capability, ability, you have skills, you're going to be doing good. I mean, not everybody's life is in Great Britain. As much as we can say they're racist and whatever, they don't like people. Okay, we already know that. That's not brand new. They started in 1400 when they went all over the world. Okay, they say Great Britain said they spend about $20 million a day. $20 million a day lodging migrants. Just by you going there, you sleep, you wake up, they pay $20 million every day. So they're trying to cut the cost. This started with Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson's proposal was to send Africans into an island in the middle of the sea. Please show the map. In the middle of the sea, in the middle of nowhere. And this island is volcanic. It's got volcanoes, and this island has got snakes and scorpions and stuff. So that's where he wanted to send Africans. Then after that, people said, no, that's absolutely crazy. You can't do that. That is when he started to talk with Ghana and Kenya and Rwanda and stuff like that. I don't see why you don't love your places. Love your people. Okay, let's build Africa. If it's hard, it's because you're keeping dictators in power. Let's put it that way. Why don't you come together and fight your dictator? Because of tribalism. Yes, because your people are only against a leader who's not from their tribe. That's the truth. So if the leader is a destroyer, a thief, a complete, crazy person who uses money for his own personal uses, provided he speaks your own language, you don't say anything. You're not willing to fight him. You're not willing to topple him because he comes from your city, your hometown, your village. He's related to your grandfather, right? That's the problem. You cannot treat African countries like villages. I mean, if you want leaders from your tribe, why don't you just create your own country with people from your tribe? Create your own country so you can leave other people at peace. The reason why Africa is not moving forward is because some people choose to support people that shouldn't be supported. It's because some people choose to uphold the leaders that are crooks, have no values. And it's very sad. There you go. Great Britain has signed a brand new contract with Rwanda where they're going to send Africans who are coming to Britain. They don't have money for you. You must go in Rwanda and drink milk. They have very nice milk and cows. If you want to milk cows, you can milk cows too. And Rwanda is a very safe country anyway. So these mountains, you're going to be very fit, running up hills. Many nice ladies from Rwanda. But they're very serious ladies. You don't see them. You only see them at church. God bless.